Hey, welcome. Today we're going to crack a code that's not just fundamental to math, but to our daily lives too, the linear equation. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll see it's not as tricky as you might remember. Let's dive right in.
So, does this look familiar? For a lot of us, y equals mx plus b can feel like some kind of secret language, but I promise you, it's actually more like a simple recipe. If you stick with me, we're going to decode it together, piece by piece.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the basics, then we'll break down that famous formula, turn that formula into a picture, look at how to solve these things without falling into common traps, and finally, see where this all pops up in the real world. All right, first up, what is a linear equation, really? Before we can start cracking any codes, we've got to know what we're looking at. This right here is the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. You know, the clue is right there in the name. A linear equation is called that because when you plot it on a graph, it always, and I mean always, creates a perfectly straight line. The big rule is that the variables, your x or y, they don't have any tricky exponents. No squares, no square roots, just the variable itself. Nice and simple. And the difference becomes so obvious when you see them side by side like this. Look on the left. The linear equations just have plain old x and y. But then on the right, you start seeing things like exponents and square roots. Those are the dead giveaways that you're dealing with a nonlinear equation, which will give you curves and all sorts of other shapes, but never a straight line. Okay, so now that we know what a linear equation actually is, let's dissect the most famous one of them all, y equals mx plus b. Think of this as the master recipe for creating any straight line you can possibly imagine.
This is what's called the slope-intercept form, and it is without a doubt the most common and useful way to write a linear equation. And why is that? Because all the information you need to draw the line is laid out right there in front of you.
Let's start with the b. This little guy is the y-intercept, and that's just a fancy way of saying it's the exact spot where your line crosses the vertical y-axis. I always think of it as your starting point. It's the first dot you put on the map.
And now for m, which stands for the slope. The slope tells you two really important things: how steep the line is and which direction it's going. You can think of it like a set of driving directions. It's often called rise over run, basically how many steps you go up or down for every step you take to the side.
It's really intuitive. If that m value is positive, your line is going to go uphill as you look at it from left to right. If m is negative, well, it's heading downhill. It's as simple as that. So we've got the recipe. Now it's time to actually do some cooking. Let's take that abstract formula and turn it into a real picture on a graph. This is where it all starts to click. Honestly, graphing a line from this form is a super simple three-step process. First, you plot your starting point. That's the y-intercept, b. Second, you use the slope, that rise over run, to find your second point. And third, you just connect the dots. That's all there is to it. Okay, let's make this real with a quick example. We're going to graph the equation y equals 2x plus 1. I'll walk you through every single step. So first things first, we find our b and our m. Our y-intercept, b, is 1, so we put our first point right there on the y-axis at 1. Easy. Next, our slope, m, is 2. A whole number like 2 is really just 2 over 1. So from our first point, we rise up 2 spots and run over 1 spot to the right, and bam, there's our second point. Connect them, and you've got your line. All right, so we know what these equations are, we know how to graph them. Now let's talk about solving them, and more importantly, how to avoid some of the really common traps that trip people up all the time. So picture this. You've got an equation, and you need to solve for x. What do you think is the number one most common mistake people make right off the bat? It's this: forgetting to keep the equation balanced. An equation is basically a seesaw. If you do something to one side, you have to do the exact same thing to the other side to keep it level. If you add 3 to the left, you've got to add 3 to the right. This one rule, this is the golden rule for solving equations correctly. Okay, here's another thing that can cause some trouble: parentheses. You know, when you have a number sitting right outside a set of them, what's the deal there? The trap here is messing up the distributive property. It's so easy to just multiply that outside number by the first thing inside the parentheses and call it a day. But you have to remember to share the love. You've got to multiply it by every single term inside. Forgetting to do that is one of the biggest reasons people get the wrong answer. We've covered the what and the how, but now let's get to the most important part, the why. Why should you even care about this? Well, these simple straight lines are the bedrock for some seriously cool stuff.
We're talking about basic machine learning algorithms that predict stock prices, or even the computer graphics that render your favorite video games. It all comes back to this. Let's start with a really simple example.
Here's a classic real-world problem. You've got a flat fee to rent a car and then an extra charge for every hour you use it. This situation is practically screaming for a linear equation. You've got a starting cost and then a rate that increases at a steady pace. That's a straight line in action.
And just watch how perfectly this fits our model. We can write this as x equals 25t plus 200. Hey, does that look a little familiar? It's just like y equals mx plus b. The $200 flat fee, that's our y-intercept, our starting point. The $25 an hour, that's our steady rate of change, our slope. All you have to do is plug in 4 for the hours, and the equation just spits out the answer for us, $300. So let's do a super quick recap. A linear equation is just the language of a straight line. The recipe, y equals mx plus b, tells you everything you need. B is where you start, m is which way you go. Graphing is just a simple 3-step dance. And when you're solving, remember the golden rule. Keep it balanced. Most importantly, this isn't just math for math's sake. It's a powerful tool for solving problems, from figuring out a rental car bill to building the future of technology.
So now that you've cracked the code, I have a question for you. Think about your own life for a second. Your budget, your fitness goals, a project at work. Where could a simple, predictable, straight line help you solve a problem? Give that some thought. Thanks so much for joining me today.